Ah, it's working. Lovely. I feel like Anakin right now. It's working. It's working. All right, lovely. So, let us roll for the lovely recap.
Recap roll!
Indeed. 3. Oh, Paddywhack got the 3. I got an 11. Sheesh.
I might do it. I might be doing it this time.
You might be doing it. You might be doing it. That'd be pretty exciting.
Damn it.
Wrong slash.
Another slash.
Oh, Car's out of it today. 9. Okay, you're clear. You're clear, Car. Silver got a 2.
Whoa.
Ooh. Okay, Silverin, what happened last session?
God damn it.
We
Even
all
when I
had,
succeed, I fail.
we all had dreams before we woke up to Deathcap saying that he was being attacked by an assassin, and we ended up capturing the assassin, and he rambled with himself for a couple of times. We ended up trying to investigate how he got into we tried to investigate how he got to us. We found a tunnel, and Paddywhack investigated it all the way to the Crystal Castle, or Crystal Palace. But when she returned, only Verta and Karhu were still at our inn, while Deathcap, Zoroth, and Silren went out into the streets to investigate. And we ended up running into Deathcap's dad and had a fight with him, killed him, and then went right back to our inn to sleep.
Yes. Okay. So you guys were heading right back in order to continue your long rest and hopefully rest again, recuperate, get ready for the next day, as you are still planning on trying to make your way back to Telbaris, as you are on a timer now. You were trying to make your way back before Deathcap and Zeroth's souls become forfeit. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the sun rises in the morning, the clouds are obscuring most of the vision, and God rays descend down upon the city. It's a beautiful sight. You all wake up on the wrong side of the bed. It's a bit of a strange morning for all of you. You're not feeling so hot at this point. Zeroth, what is it about this morning that kind of gets off on the wrong foot for you?
I just wake up and I'm kind of like, I've just been kind of thinking, okay, we need to leave. But now I wake up and it's just like, it's just running through my mind. Like, it's going, like, my mind's going crazy. It's like, we need to go. We need to go and knock everything out.
Do you think this shows on your face at all as you're just
Oh, yeah.
getting ready? So you're just looking
I wake
distraught.
up, when I get up, I'm already like in a cold sweat. My face looks distraught. I'm just like, we need to go handle business before, me and Deathcap die.
So you head down into the common room, and then there's this elven man behind the desk.
You're right, son. You look rather pale.
Why does this elf sound old?
Well, I'm a Goliath, so we're typically pale anyway. But
That's a
just
good
didn't
point.
sleep well last night.
Ah, I understand. Will you be having breakfast with us today? Or have you planned somewhere else?
Might as well. Yeah, sure.
Lovely. The common room is just through there. Have a lovely morning. Hope it goes better for you.
All right,
Not heading to the common room.
lovely. Silren, what makes this morning kind of crummy for you?
Silren.
I'm trying to think.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to just start off with this.
How about cookie crumbs? That's why it's so crummy this morning.
You find
I ended
your
up having a late night snack in my bed and some cookie crumbs, kind of spread out.
It's just cookie crumbs everywhere. You wake up and you start getting out of bed and you just shake crumbs all over the floor. And that's when you realize the bedding is absolutely covered in crap. And you're like, Do you clean it up, or do you just leave it there for the staff to take care of?
I definitely clean it up. I'm courteous. I don't want to give them extra work, and it was my food anyways.
Where did you get your cookies from?
With some ingredients that I had on my hand, and cooking utensils.
So where did you whip those up? Did you sneak into the kitchen in the night?
Well, these were like no-bake cookies that I was able to make in my room.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you had whipped these cookies up. You were like, man, I'm really craving cookies right now. So you ate them in your bed.
I was like, I need something to snack on real quick. Made a dozen of no-bake cookies, and then ended up just laying in bed eating them until I fell asleep.
Awesome. And then you have to clean this up in the morning. It's lousy. All right, there's some echoing going on right now. Oh dear. Let's see. It's good now. We're good. Deathcap, what makes this morning kind of crummy?
I'm gonna wake up after seeing Zeroff pass by in the hallway, and I'm gonna finish off like some of the cookies that I've stolen from Sylvan after I've seen him pass out. Like, I'm the one that left the crumbs on his bed.
Ooh.
I didn't finish all of them.
At that point, the combat music turned on. What the hell? The battle, because Silverin just got blamed for something Deathcap did. Oh no, sorry, Deathcap, continue.
No, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like once I finish licking my fingers and I see Zeroff, I'm just like, buddies, and I'm gonna stretch and like something's gonna crack wrong, and I'm just gonna go ow, and just slowly follow after Zeroff.
Cool. You make your way into the common room. Your back is hurting. You've stolen some cookies, and now your stomach's feeling a little off. It's just kind of not great. And Karu, how is your morning kind of crummy? Oh, Paddywhack will go after Karu. Sorry, didn't want to make that sound like it's final. Go ahead, Karu.
I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about this stupid spell that I couldn't get. It kept going through my mind and just keeping me awake. So I kept getting up. I made myself some herbal tea, but it didn't help. I couldn't sleep again. So now I'm just like stumbling down looking for some kind of coffee type substance.
All right. So you head down, and the elven master of the house here, the boarding house, is like,
Wow, everyone's a ray of sunshine today, aren't they? What can I get for you? You look terrible, under the weather.
Coffee. That's all.
Of course. Head right through there. I'll make sure to let the servants know. Would your companions like some as well, do you think?
I don't know. I'll have to ask them.
Right. Better safe than sorry. I'll make plenty.
Excellent. A pot will do. Thank you.
Wonderful. Right. Get yourself comfortable.
So you head into the common room as well. And Paddywhack.
So what makes this morning particularly crummy is that when Patty wakes up, there is a weight on her chest. And then she opens her eyes. That's Fenrir.
Yep.
His head and almost his entire body is just on her chest, and she can actually almost can't breathe from how heavy the metal wolf doggo is. She tries to push it off in vain until he actually starts obeying.
So you wake up, and there's this giant metal dog on top of you. You're having a rough time breathing, and then you just manage to get him off as soon as you don't push him off. It's rather he starts listening to you eventually, and then he just gets off reluctantly. It was really comfortable for him, but not so much for you.
Yeah.
You realize everyone else in the room is gone. They probably woken up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go downstairs to the common room.
You head into the common room. You guys are all sitting around this table. It's very dim right now. There's only a couple candles that are lighting the room up, and the big glass window. It's a very nice window, surprisingly, for this small of a tavern or a boarding house. and it is letting in a little bit of light, but it's actually relatively foggy outside, which is a little strange to see at this point in such a strange urban setting. But you guys have brought your pot of coffee. It's steaming. It's lovely. It's actually kind of more like a large tankard that has a little nozzle at the end. And then one of these servants pours you each a porcelain mug. Very, very nice quality porcelain mug of coffee. And you all are given sugar as well. There's like a little box of sugar. As you open it, you actually realize it's a loaf. It's not even just dry or dust in shape. It's actually collected into this loaf of sugar. And also there is a pot of cream that they bring out. It's the works. It's beautiful and it's delicious. It wakes you guys up a lot more. Your morning's feeling a little bit better. Karu, how do you like your coffee?
Coffee. It's actually quite good. It's a bit. It tastes an odd spiced taste to it. I'm not really sure what it is. I can't really place it. I asked the person, "What is precisely this?" I noticed that this is quite flavorful. What in the world is it?
It's yelling flower, sir. Yelling flower. It's a lovely mixture of flowers, and we also bring the beans. It's all the way from across into Aldost. It's we got a lovely brewery down there.
This is it's delightful. Yeah, looks like the morning's looking up.
I'm glad to hear it, sir. Anything else I can do for you people?
Not at the moment.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely. Enjoy your day. Ring me if you need anything.
Indeed.
Walks off. You're left to your own devices. No one else is in this room. There's like a bell at the back next to a door that leads into the kitchen, and the rest of the common room's empty.
I'm gonna reach over and grab the loaf of sugar and grab my coffee and just like break off a bigger piece than is needed. And like looking at Zeroff, you're probably thinking black coffee, you know. But he just puts so much sugar in it. It doesn't even taste like coffee anymore. It's just sugar.
Nice. You break off this giant not crunch, what the heck? This giant handful of sugar and plop it in your coffee. Some of it spills out of the cup, and some people are looking at you, and you just like somehow stir it, somehow get it to dissolve a little bit. But yeah, it does not taste like coffee anymore. It tastes purely of sugar.
Well, I'm already dead. No heart problems. Don't have to worry about it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Patty, unlike Zeroth, takes hers completely straight. No sugar, no anything, just drunk. Just immediately starts drinking it.
You're just taking the flat coffee, nothing added to it. It's very good. It is incredibly... It's very powerful. It's got a nice kick to it. And yeah, it's a different flavor than you were expecting, but it's pretty good. It's not bad. So, you guys all finished your drinks. What would you like to do next?
So I had an idea on how we might be able to get back to Prismon. But it requires asking the wizards.
Really?
Yep. See, I'm... You know how we went into a portal into, hell, and then ended up through the portal and ended up here?
Yes.
Basically, we asked the wizards if maybe they can make us a portal to Prismon. But the bad part about this is we will either have to pay them an exorbitant amount of money, or we'll have to do a pretty big favor for them. That's the only ways I could see them using that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, no offense, Karhu, most kinds of wizards I've met are assholes, and the people here seem kind of like assholes too.
Well, I can't disagree. They are hard to navigate, wizards.
Yeah, but that's the only chance I see of us getting back to Prismon in a timely manner.
Maybe we can negotiate with them somehow. Perhaps it is useful for us to have... Maybe there already is such a portal. Now, I'm wondering... There must be such a... There's no if the Octad or any wizarding sect around here has a headquarters, there must be a portal already in existence. It would just be a matter of convincing them to let us use it. Now, that may be easier to do than having them actually construct one. But I don't know how to convince them. As you say, they're generally assholes, so it's not easy to... Well, why would they just not do whatever they're going to do themselves? I can't imagine being an emissary is of help to them.
Yeah, this is why I mentioned we'll probably either have to pay a lot of money or do a very big favor.
Or we could manage to try to sneak in, but I don't really know how to go about doing that. I mean, it would be an interesting sort of heist kind of thing to do if we could find our way into these places.
Last time we did something like that, it didn't go quite as well as we wanted.
Yes.
At this time, I hate to go ahead and break the vibe, but Deathcap has never drank coffee nor had sugar, so
Oh no!
Oh, this is gonna go good.
he is completely gonna go ahead and like zoink out and have a complete sugar rush. And it's like,
Oh no!
if they won't do it for us, then we'll just make them do it. And then like
No,
keep
that's
on
not how it
pouring a bunch of coffee and adding sugar into the cup and like gulping it down. And it's like, we'll make them do it. They have to.
No, it's not how it works. That cap, it's... Oh no! Maybe you shouldn't have... And now the pot's gone. The pot is
Don't
now
ask
gone.
how, but her
I suspect you don't have anything like this where you came from, Deathcap. Am I right?
No. We just have swamp water.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no!
Can't we just charm any of them? Make them do what we want them to do?
Magic users, they're complicated. Charming them probably wouldn't work. Someone would notice and, well, counterspell. And
Okay,
then,
well,
even then, that only lasts for an hour, and afterwards, we're gonna have someone after our heads. Someone who might actually be really high up.
okay, so why don't we look for somebody who's learning how to use a portal and then charm them?
That's... Again, we run into the same problem. If someone knows how to make a portal, they probably know how to counterspell.
Plus, if they're not well adept in making portals, they might send us to the wrong place.
Rather than sending us to Prismon, they could send us to the Feywilds or something like that.
And now we're not even at square one. We are at negative squares.
Exactly.
Well, I think maybe we could open some kind of dialogue with them and see if there's any way of us.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Like at most, again, more than likely either lots of money or we have to do a big favor.
Right. The big favor thing we probably can manage. It's just a matter of what kind of favor are we talking about and how. I mean,
It mostly depends on what it is.
Oh,
right.
When you go ahead and say that, I'm gonna take my cup and try to slam it on the table, look badass how they break the bottles to make it look like a shiv. And instead of breaking the cup, I'm just gonna slam my hand against the table and go, and then just like walk away, sucking my hand, trying to cool it off.
Yeah, but yeah, honestly, our best bet to getting to Prisma in a timely manner is ask the wizards.
Yeah, we should probably get there and ask them. I think that's probably the best bet.
I'm not sure if they're a big fan of us, though.
Oh, most
I mean,
definitely
I can almost
not. That's
guarantee
why
that they're
probably
not.
gonna demand both money and a favor.
So, a big question is, one, could an airship or a regular ship get us over there fast enough? And two, how much would that run us?
No, and would Patty know this?
Yeah, that's a good question.
DM, would Patty know like the fare of ferrying someone via sky ship or normal ship? Fenris?
Hello?
We
Hello? Good lord,
Yes?
what is going on
Hello,
with my
welcome
microphone right now? It is having a
Yeah.
heart attack every 2 seconds. Good lord. Okay, let me just double check and make sure. Yeah, I'm audible in Zoom too. Jesus. Okay. So, yes. Overall, yes. I actually calculated this, and I have that in the place where you could find these ships here. Give me just 2 seconds. I need to grab that. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yes, you do actually know how much you can guess. You can make an estimation. If you wouldn't mind rolling an intelligence check for me, Patty.
Oh yeah, I'm good at those. No,
Yes, you
I
are.
jinxed it. 14.
14's probably enough. You would guess that it would take you around 2 months to get to Prismon from here using a ship. You'd still have some time left, but you're not entirely sure
Yeah.
really how
It's
much
not
that'll
the-
leave you with.
Yeah.
You
And,
guys,
like, how
by the
much-
way,
how much?
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, how much would that run us?
That would run you in this city 40 gold.
Oh, wow.
It's very cheap.
So that raises.
Per person?
Per
Or
person,
all?
yes.
Okay.
If you're going on a fast ship, it could cut some time off, and it would cost a little bit more.
I'm assuming he's sharing this with the whole group, right?
Yeah. I'm sharing that
Yeah.
with the group, and like, to be honest, like, as much as like Patty wouldn't like it, like the wizards would be more economically time sensitive. Like, we need as much time as possible in Prismon to find the fucking castle.
We know the general area it's in, and we know the name of it, which helps. But is there anywhere do we know of anywhere on the coast that we would land at that would have smart enough people to send us there, or like give us direct clues? Like, the community's kind of not like just a village; it's like an actual town.
There's a town, so you know of Kingsgate. Kingsgate's a great way to get to anywhere in Western Telbaris. However, that's not really going to help here.
Yeah, because we need normal.
If you're talking about Telbaris, it's really hard to tell. Once again, like I said last time, it's been several months. Patty, at least, I think last time I said Patty has never had any contact with, nor has anyone else had any contact with someone in Telbaris, if you're in Western Telbaris, because there's just been some weird stuff going on over there. So you're not entirely sure what is going on in Eastern Telbaris.
Yeah. No one knows what's going on. No one from Western Telbaris knows what's going on in Eastern Telbaris, partially because there's the giant-ass fuck-off mountains.
Yeah.
So the best bet is the wizards.
Yeah, best bet if we want to save as much time as possible
is the wizards.
If
we want to save money,
so much it takes roughly 2 months to get
on a slower ship. 2 months. If we want to pay for a faster ship, we can make it a little bit quicker.
Yeah. So
and that gives us still.
Much as wizards are assholes, most wizards are assholes. The portal would be more economically time sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you guys heading towards the portal network?
There's a portal network?
No, the Haven of Mystic Brotherhood. There might be a portal network. You're not sure. You haven't heard of one so far in the city.
I mean, that's Patty's vote if we want to save on time. I mean...
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, we should probably keep in mind that we might also need that time to also do that big favor that they may or may not want us to do.
That's very true.
All right.
Yeah, we should probably head that way.
Cool.
Soren
Yeah.
gets up real quick and says, if that's the case, then I do not want to go back to Prismon. So I am going to leave the party.
Whoa.
What?
He's looking for that. He's looking for that recipe.
Yes, I want to look for the leftover. And quite frankly, I don't want my father coming to look for me while I'm looking for it.
Oh shit, new lore drop?
I'm gonna stand up and like walk up to Soren where it's like it's close and it's like that intimidating like stand over, like flexed up where it looks intimidating, but I'm just gonna stick my hand out to shake Soren's hand.
I like hesitantly look a little bit and then go like shake his hand, just like, oh, he's just posing.
Wish you the best of luck, Soren.
Thank you. I wish you guys the best of luck as well. And be
Yeah.
careful. My father, the jester, isn't too kind if he's still after you guys.
Wait, did you say...
Hey, what? Wait a minute. Did I miss something really big here at some point?
The who now?
Yeah, that device that you guys acquired before you met me, the tracking device, that was made by my father to hunt me down.
Good lord.
Huh.
Oh my god. Well,
Well, in that case,
What are his
I will
weaknesses?
actually take it out and we'll actually hand it over to Soren.
yeah.
That way, in case we do end up in King's Gate and we end up falling, he won't have this to find you again.
Right. Right.
Alright, thank you.
Mm-hmm. As well, just
Hard, did you ask if he had any weaknesses?
Yes.
and I think I'll hand him the tracking brooch.
Soren, do you want any information on that, or do you remember, like, all of the stuff I told you?
I do have notes.
Oh.
I just need to
You guys are
remember
nuts. I'd just like to say that. You guys are insane. Holy shit. Alright, so
And that's that for my inventory.
cool.
Well, what kind of information are you looking for?
Well, we kind of have to deal with your father, which it seems that you're sympathetic to such a situation. And as you probably are aware, he's extremely powerful. And any sort of information that could help us, any sort of Achilles heel, so to speak, even though that reference doesn't translate that into a Prismondian, but, you know, whatever that, anything that you think might be useful to us.
Any chink in the armor?
Yeah, chink in the armor.
I don't know a lot about my father, since I spent most of my time in a cell with an iron mask on my face. But I do know that his sister, my aunt, I don't remember exactly how I heard of it. I think it was probably one of the nurses and nannies that took care of me while I was in the cell. They mentioned that she has a diary, and as far as I remember, she is not very fond of my father. Her name is Elebrin Devillin, and if I recall, she is a part of your octad.
That name does sound very much familiar.
I'm sorry, what was that name?
Elebrin Devillian.
Elebrin Devillin. Wait. Okay, I recognize that name. Isn't that the name
Me
of
too.
that one estate in King's Gate?
I thought it was.
Elebrin
Be-
Devillin.
Devillian.
Beyond that, do you happen to know how your dad can track down changelings, even while disguised?
I don't exactly know that myself, but I have a feeling it has something to do akin to this tracking device. He's probably able to identify their race using some method in conjunction with this tracking device.
I see.
Hmm.
Good lord.
I'm gonna drop in. Oh wait, what is going on with this? Okay, that's weird. So I'm gonna drop in one more thing here that I believe Silverin would know, and that is that the Playing Card Kings, which is the Jesters Guild, right, are made up of several rulers. You've got Lion Rune, the Jester, obviously. There's Candarosa, the King of Clubs. Lirana, the Queen of Hearts. Jazero, the Jack of Diamonds. And Calypses, the Ace of Spades. Those are his supporting council. So he's got all of those people that are bolstering his strength. And you don't exactly know how, Silverin, you just remember having heard of these people, and you might have actually seen them in council with your father in some strange circumstance that you can't really recall properly, but you do remember the names very well. It's almost as though they were strangely engraved into your head, along with the name of your father. I'm going to paste all of these names in chat.
You know, something funny is just like his characters never die; they leave.
You're right.
Like his characters, like the two characters he's played thus far, don't die; they've left.
I mean, Sylvan almost died.
True.
He almost died, but he didn't.
Oh.
Same with Alex. Alex has almost died, but he didn't die. He left. Just a weird thing I noticed. It's just like they have ulterior motives that just like basically force them to leave.
Right. Interesting. He's like a PC NPC.
Yeah.
There you go.
Super
Well,
interesting.
my job here is done. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So, Silverin, do you just like walk out?
Yes, I shake hands, I hug them, and then nod and walk out.
Okay, you nod,
Two.
you walk out.
At least it's better than what Alex did. Alex just left in the middle of the night.
But he left a note saying I'll be back.
True.
Oh,
Cool.
before someone goes, I'm gonna give him like one of the leaves in Druidic that just says buddies.
You see this gift, Silverin?
I place it in my shirt pocket.
Awesome. Okay. So, Silverin leaves the boarding house, and you guys, strange, as he leaves, some of you like go to lean out and look out the window, see where he's going, and he just disappears.
What?
Although you have
Yeah,
seen him
damn
like
shadow.
hop from shadow to shadow before, it might be that. You never know.
It's probably that. Just didn't hear the explanation, just falls into a shadow.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys are heading to leave and go over towards what's it called? The Haven and Mystic Brotherhood. Once again, back to the wizards.
Back to the wizards to hopefully have
Definitely
a
not
portal.
the Wizard of Oz.
We're off to see the wizard who's a giant asshole. Okay.
To see the wizards who are fucking assholes.
It almost fits. Okay.
Not quite, just a little bit off.
It's almost there. You can work on it.
Yeah.
You get out of the trade ward fairly quickly, as there's very little traffic on the streets at this point. You only see a couple of disgruntled-looking humans and dwarves actually out having an argument in the streets right in front of the boarding house. And as you're walking along through the streets, you can somebody make me a perception check, please?
I'll do it. Alright. Actually, wait, no, I'm not the best.
Deathcap got a 5. All right, so Deathcap doesn't see really anything. It's really foggy out right
know
now.
better.
All right, so you guys are just heading along. Nothing really interrupts your stroll as you're going. It's certainly doesn't seem as though there's anyone with ill intent at this point. You make it out of the trade ward into the Moonstone Sprawl. It's around midday at this point. The sun's peeking out a little bit more. As you did take a long rest at 2 in the morning, it is now 12 p.m. So it's exactly midday as you make it halfway through the Moonstone Sprawl. As you start heading along, you've passed by this giant brewery before, the Beard and Barrel. But at this point, you see a large crowd of, like, almost more of like a mob standing outside. Some of them are hoisting torches into the air. Other ones are shouting and almost jeering at this building, taunting and yelling such things as like, come out, bastards, come out, poisoners. And they're just throwing around these horrible accusations and standing out here holding these torches up like they're threatening to burn the building down. You're not entirely sure what's going on. No one's coming out of the building. Nothing's really changing at this point.
Should we concern ourselves with this?
I don't know.
To this point that you do... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, my history of people are pitchforks and searches.
Smart move.
On the other hand... Yeah, I don't know. Patty keeps walking. Like, maybe she feels a little bit bad for ignoring this, but they've got a time-sensitive mission that involves one of their members, and worrying about something like this. Yeah,
it's a little deadly. It's dangerous to do that. Yep, and it seems like that might have been the good choice, as you notice that there are these several guards walking over towards this mob and begin to disperse everybody, the whole crowd. These guards are dressed in, let me see. 2 seconds. Oh, the hell? Okay, they're dressed in these chain hauberks with surcoats that are pure white, and they've got this symbol that I believe is a crown. I'm not gonna F with this though. There's several gemstones around this symbol here on their chest, and it seems to represent the Crystal Palace. And you recognize this set of guards as the Baccarat Elite, which are the city's elite city watch. And they're just dissipating this crowd and making sure everything sizzles out and dies down. You guys continue along, and you eventually make it back to the well-trodden street that leads to this gate you've passed through several times at this point. Right now, it's not guarded at all. The gate's wide open, as it seems the guards have gone over to deal with this rabble at the Beard and Barrel Brewery. So you head right in. Sapphire Spires are surprisingly bustling at this point. There's about a lot of people moving around, going from place to place, some of them just leaving their houses, most of them dressed in elegant garb. They're definitely all wealthy people. You see a lot of them going to and from the IAS Symposium in the university. It seems as though the day is a break of sorts, and some of the students are walking out and walking around, chatting up some of the other students that they've probably known for quite a long time, judging by the extremely casual nature with which they speak to one another. You head over to the IAS Symposium, you make your way through that area, move around the Aerolus University. You're eventually standing once again in front of the Haven of the Mystic Brotherhood, which is interesting at this point because it's super quiet. The Haven is... Not only are all the windows seemingly dim, they've got no torchlight or the light of candles or fireplaces or anything behind them, but the yard is silent, and you can see actually standing in the entrance, which is like a strange arch, is this swirling mass of rock and wind that makes up this elemental figure holding a large trident, and it seems to be covered in this plate mail armor, And as it's swirling around, it seems the plate mail keeps it in control and keeps it from dissipating and going anywhere else. It's almost like it's bound to this armor and its weapon that it's holding. As you approach and get a little bit closer, it holds up one of its windy hands covered by a gauntlet. And telepathically, you all hear in your minds, "Stop."
Patty will stop.
The haven is off limits at this time. I ask you to turn around and come back another day.
We need to speak to someone regarding the portal network and its of time-sensitive nature.
I am very sorry, but that is impossible at this time, as most of the haven is currently in lockdown.
Lockdown?
Indeed.
Wild guess, does it have anything to do with sloths or illithids?
The elemental just kind of turns and looks at you. You can kind of feel its confusion and also its just sense of, what are you talking about? Does not seem so.
So what is going on?
There has been an assassination. An assassination that we, at this point, cannot pin on anybody. And so, it is at this point we are putting the building on lockdown until further notice, so that the situation may be put under control.
Yoy. Wow, alright.
Additionally, new management has come into play, and they are looking for a group of individuals. They're relentlessly keeping an eye out and sending out members to search for these people, in particular one of the name Karu Sarvi, specifically wanted by this new head of management, who has recently teleported in from Prismon.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
From where is the terror? Who's... What is the name of this new leader?
The new leader goes by the name of Teruhan Asphados.
Ah, crap.
And I cannot tell you any more than that. It is forbidden.
I'm gonna grab Patty by the. I'm gonna like kind of grab Patty by the collar and kind of like walk us away from the elemental and go, "How about one of those ships now?"
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
I'm also gonna point over and call Karu over and go, "Karu, your name's no longer Karu. What are we calling you until we get out of here?"
Yeah,
He's right.
my name is Kairith Lenador. Okay, Kairith.
Nice.
I've actually been in hiding before. My name is Kairith. Kaerith.
Alright, Karis.
Pleased to meet you, Kairith Lenador.
The elemental
Now-
is still far away from you guys, but it has still got this telepathic link that is bonded to you. Seems to not have noticed the fact that your name was originally Karu. However, it is still seemingly within range enough that it can communicate telepathically with you.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep walking everyone away to try and get out of range.
Yeah, you don't even need to drag Patty. Like after that whole, knowing who that is, okay, let's go.
All right.
Astaroth has found us. This is not
Let's go
good.
see if we can charter a ship. Joy.
Oh my god. Alright.
All right, you're heading out, you're walking, you're moving along, and you see, as you're moving, there is this robed figure standing in front of a door, banging on the door and yelling, "Open up! This is an active search!" And no one's answering the door, but this person appears to be dressed in mage's robes that are crimson, carrying this black iron staff. And there are several of these people actually walking around, banging on doors and beginning searching this entire area. And it's strange. You haven't seen these guys before. You haven't seen this kind of wizard before. It seems to be some sort of inquisition. It's a very...
No one expects Inquisition.
No, particularly the Spanish Inquisition. However, these guys are not Spanish. They seem to be... They've
What is
got
Spanish?
Indeed, no one does inspect it. Wait, they're wearing red robes too. Holy shit.
It's literally just the Spanish.
It's the Spanish Inquisition.
It's the wizard Spanish Inquisition.
The wizard Spanish Inquisition. All right. So,
Okay. Anyway.
anyways.
WSI.
Let's just ignore them. Keep going.
There are-
Pretend
I'm
to
keeping
keep-
I'm keeping my eyes out. I want to find a like either a seamstress or just a general like pop-up booth that has cloaks.
You're heading through a very nice area of town with some cool little market stalls that seem to be active most of the days of the week. And it doesn't take you too long to see this odds and oddities booth
No,
nearby that has got these glass cases set out with all of the things you could possibly want from this kind of shop. You've got baubles, trinkets, cloaks, rings, jewelry. It's everything. Rings are definitely not jewelry, but it's got tons of different kinds of jewelry.
I'm gonna walk straight up and go, and just kind of like hands together and just go, okay, listen. I need 4 cloaks.
What?
5. We need 5 cloaks. Verda's also with us.
Oh yeah, Verda's still with us. I'm gonna raise my voice and yell a little bit, and like not yell, but just louder. I need 5 cloaks.
A couple of people glance around.
5 cloaks coming right up.
And this tiny old man goes and grabs 5 cloaks. They're all of this horrible, disgusting, like mustard color. They're very, very bright, but they also look kind of muddy and terrible.
He's like, 5 silver for these. Just 5.
I hand him 5 silver.
Here you go. Have a nice day.
Oh my god, right.
Red versus yellow.
Yeah, I toss everyone one and say, throw it on now. He asked
Right,
us
here
what
we
they
go.
look like.
Yeah, this is terrible news. This is horrible.
Alright, I didn't think about that.
You guys put on the cloaks, and it's at this point 2 of the Inquisition walk over towards the stall as you're leaving, and you can hear these 2 sorcerers or wizards asking, "Who are those people? Did you get a good look at them? What do they look like?" And then this old man's like,
What? I can't hear you.
and you manage to get out of there in time, and eventually you start hearing them yelling, "Karu Sarvi! Did you see
Hey,
Karu Sarvi?" And they apparently holding up this poster of you with your face like magically portrayed in an illusion. But you cross the
I'm
bridge,
gonna-
get over to the other. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
before we get out of range of them, when we're at the 150 feet mark and I can still see, I just want to point back and cast Graveyard just barely away from them, where if they keep following us, they're going to walk through it. I don't
Ooh.
care about the rest of the people in the market. I just want to stop these 2 guards.
All right, cool. These 2 guards, they start moving forwards. They start coming after you guys. Like they're following you to seemingly question you, and this graveyard appears underneath them. They get slowed by it for a moment, and then as they start like feeling this necrosis spread up their legs and this terrible pain, you hear them shout, "That's them! After them!"
Can I use Thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we're going to do a skill challenge right now. We're going into a skill challenge. If we get a majority of successes, you guys can do whatever you want at this point. If you want to cast spells to give yourself like an advantage type thing, you totally can. At this point, I'm just going to have you guys roll initiative just so we know who's going first, who's going last.
Okay.
Oh shit, I got good.
I got bad.
Ooh.
Oh crap! I got
What's your
middle.
plan? How are you fucking up your own plan?
Missing anybody? Deathcap, Zeroth. Paddywhack. Good God, Paddywhack. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like, who the hell am I missing?
not anyone. So it's not Verda.
Yep. Well, Verda is
Someone
actually not
missing.
going to participate in this because I don't really feel comfortable with role-playing Verda's character without her being here, you know? And for something like this.
Yeah.
So she's going to be in the background for right now. That's usually what I do with this kind of thing. Unless it's
and
necessary.
Soren's not with the party because we decided we need to go back to Prismon, and he's like, I have a thing I need to look for.
I need to go find that leftover. Okay, Paddywhack, what are you doing to try to get out of the range of these guards and hide? Or not hide, but lose the guards?
I hop onto Fenrir's back and cast Longstrider on him and tell him to book it.
Boom. Can Fenrir or you make a dexterity check? Like, what? Are you trying to outrun them? Are you trying to hide from them? What are you trying to do?
No, we're getting the fuck out. Why do you think I cast Longstrider? He has 40 feet, plus Longstrider's 10 is 50 feet.
All right, cool.
It's
Make a
just like,
dexterity check for me, please.
May I have advantage due to speed?
Yes, certainly, you may.
Yes! Haha!
You just became a rogue for a second. Do I have advantage? Do I have advantage? Do I have advantage? Average Alex gameplay. Oh. 16s, double 16s. All right, so that's a success. DC's gonna be 15 for this thing here. It's not that bad, but it's a little challenging. So,
But yeah, like she just hops onto Fenrir and tells him just run, and then it's just zoom.
there are people dodging out of the way as you're going. You're booking it, and you look over your shoulder, and you see wizards riding brooms of flying. They're carrying wands. They can still see you, but you round a bend, go around the Airless University. They come to right where you were. You manage to lose them just enough. They like turn, looking either way, trying to see, and then they split off and go different directions. All right, cool. Karu, what are you doing to lose these wizards?
So they're flying at us at speed. We're covered. Is there any are there any alleyways or anything nearby?
Yeah, there are plenty.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast as a distraction. I'm casting the cantrip summon, what's it called? Lightning Lure.
Ooh.
To strike.
Right, summon Lightning Lure?
It's Lightning Lure. The cantrip Lightning Lure.
I'm not summoning. I'm just not that. I'm just going to cast Lightning Lure to try to have lightning strike something, in the opposite direction of where I'm going as I duck down into a
I don't think that works how you think it works.
It could pull something. You could grab like a lamppost and pull it down.
I create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature of my choice that can see within 15 feet of me. Pulling it up to 10 feet in a straight line toward and take 1d8 lightning damage. All right, so I'm
gonna let you, if you wanted to use this in like a cool way where you grab something and pull it down or something.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is have it grab something, an object, instead of a person, right?
Sure, totally.
So like trash cans or some crazy thing, something that will get in their way. I'll reach behind me, grab something, pull the lightning lure to pull the thing in the way so it hits them while they're flying, right?
So they're actually flying really low at this point. They're flying very low. So here's something you could possibly do. If you wanted to grab lightning lure one of the stands, one of the market stands, and pull that down, that would do wonders.
Right. Pull it on them, right, exactly.
So can you roll an attack roll for me for this?
All right, attack roll, okay.
You have to get a 16 at least.
Just an attack
15 at least, sorry.
Where the hell are my rolls? Okay. Attack roll, just a d20.
The spell attack.
Oh, spell attack? Okay, it was 15.
Well, you still get it anyways for that. So you lash out this lightning lure and pull, and the same old guy's shop comes crashing down, and the tarp goes flying, all of the goodies, the glass cases break, and as these two wizards are flying towards you, they get caught up in the tarp, and they they run into a lamppost, and the thing where they turn around and then whack into one another, and they get incapacitated, they drop down. You are clear. So Karu, you just keep sprinting. You lost your two wizards that were on your tail. Nice work.
Okay.
Zeroth.
Cool.
I assume I have a desk cap over my shoulders like always.
Yeah. Oh, sure, that works.
First, how compact are the buildings around here? Are they just it's building to building, like roof to roof?
It's close. What are you asking specifically for? What are you trying to do here?
If someone were to jump from one roof to another, how far would that gap be? At the longest, how far is that
At
gap?
the
Or is
longest,
it like tightly...
it's like 10 feet. It's not terribly
Okay.
far.
You can jump that easy.
So, also, you know those cloaks we just got? Are they mustard yellow on both sides? Or, like, if I
So
flip it
one
to the-
side is a little bit more leathery, but yeah, they're fairly bright. But if you wanted to change it around, you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it, and with a death cap on my back, I'm trying to go up a building. I'm trying to get height and go on top of the buildings and run.
Okay.
Because I have spider climb.
That works. So you just spider climb up this building. What are you trying to do here? What kind of check do you want to make for this?
Running check.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to go up and then bail. Like, I'm just trying to get where they can't follow me people on foot can't follow me as easily. So I'm trying to go up top.
But they're on brooms.
If you wanted, we could make this so that there are a couple of them on foot. Like the ones that were in the graveyard can be on foot if you wanted. Because those guys are still chasing you.
Yeah. It's either that or I just keep sprinting. So I have 45 feet of movement, so never mind. I'm just gonna sprint. I'm just gonna go and let Death Cap worry about stopping the people behind us.
Okay, so you're gonna just sprint forwards?
Yeah, with movement and dash and everything.
All right, cool. So can you make a dexterity check for me? You got advantage.
Advantage because speed.
First roll. Okay. Second roll. Nat 20.
Natural 20. Okay, yeah, that works out. You're sprinting, you're moving forwards. You were way faster than the two on your tail. And there are actually two more that are flying above you. So you've gotten away. You're clear. But Deathcap, how are you dealing with these two that are flying above you?
Like I said, I want to go ahead and use Thaumaturgy. And what I want to do, one or two things. I want to be fair.
Right.
I've heard the guy, the wizard from King's Gate that was after the not King's Gate, the one that was after the Octad.
Right.
I'm assuming that's him, right?
Which one? So
The one that's now new management.
the new yes, that is the one you guys ran into in what was it? Was it Taruscan? I think it was Taruscan. He was the one who was purifying the water and who betrayed you guys with the Kenan Muin. In that.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. All right. So,
Yes, it was
I
Taruscan.
want to use Thaumaturgy to go ahead and imitate him shouting, "You fools! Those are not the group. What are you doing?"
Awesome. Can you make a deception check for me, please?
Could it have advantage since he?
Since they're spellcasters and they're pretty decent at seeing through magic, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It's a really cool idea, though. 17, nice. Okay,
That's without any modifiers too, which is awesome.
that is a total success. You guys have totally managed to shake off this crew, but Deathcap, you somehow managed to throw your voice and make it sound like Asphodos. You remember hearing him talk quite a bit when he was in Taruscan. And when he was in Taruscan, and these guys are confused just long enough. They start turning back, and then they're like, wait, maybe we should keep going. Maybe this is magic. But by that time has come, the ones that Zeroth distracted are incapacitated, and you guys have disappeared. You're clear.
Ooh.
You all managed to meet back up in one specific spot. And you're all kind of a little bit out of breath, but you have made it out.
We got to get to the dock. We got to get somehow on a ship fast.
Yeah, preferably a fast one. We don't really have time to be picky.
Right. Are we? It just seemed like we were clear to be able to get down to the
Docks.
the docks.
Docks? Yeah. Yeah, definitely seems like you're clear to get down to the docks.
All right, let's get there.
Yeah, there's. Okay, everyone, act like we're not in any kind of hurry or anything. Just act like everything is as operation normal.
Yep, casually just walking along to the dock ward.
Lovely. Can you guys all make performance checks for me, please?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
As there are
Uh-oh.
guards nearby and suspicious activity will be pursued.
14.
14, 21.
Sorry, I forgot to take off my advantage. 15.
Okay, 15. Okay, so,
11.
Oh no, Zeroth, why did you get us these cloaks?
so it looks... Okay, hang on a second. Oh, this is the combat music. That explains why there's combat sounds. All right. You
Your cloak
attract
is
a
not-
little bit of attention as you're moving here. Zeroth, you're moving pretty quickly, and you're obviously a stranger-looking individual than you would see in most of these cities. So one guard does walk up to you. She looks very inquisitive. She looks very suspicious at this point.
Where are you lot going? Care to explain?
I'm gonna try
I need to
something.
go to- We are.
No, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna like put my arms up and I'm gonna do the old school like point, but flex my bicep and just go that way.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Gonna try to get her to look away because muscles.
Oh, you make a charisma check for me, please.
Yes, I can.
Definitely solid.
17.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yep.
This
I
is
have
so
an-
dumb, but it's
This
working.
is so stupid. All right. Yeah, it does end up working. She looks away enough that you guys manage to slip past. She does not pursue you. You don't know whether she was not like flattered, but attracted or intimidated out of her mind because you look terrifying. You can't tell. There's no way to tell at this point. You're just glad you got a way to escape.
All right, keep moving.
All right, cool.
That's good.
You guys
What are
make
the
it out.
surroundings like?
The surroundings at this point are getting more and more crowded by the second. It was crowded before, but you got plenty of cover now. The sun is poking out from the clouds. Even though the clouds are almost all like completely gone, a small rainstorm begins coming, like a small shower. But it is getting wicked cold out. It is very, very cold at this point. And it seems as though it's becoming more and more obvious that we're moving into winter.
God.
You guys
Where are we in the map? Actually,
I was
near
just
the
gonna say
south
that
wall?
you guys just got to the Moonstone Sprawl. The guards are coming closer and closer after the barrel and the beard and barrel has become less and less chaotic. The rabble has died down. The guards are back at their post, but you managed to slip by just quietly enough that they don't notice you and they don't ask anything. They are actually.
Just occurred to me.
Sorry, go ahead.
They're probably going to close, guys. They're going to close the gates. They're not going to want people to escape.
We'll see. We need to check the gates first.
All right, let's check the gates to see if they're closed. But we got to be on the lookout. If they close the gates, we have to be careful. We have to hide out somewhere.
You head through the Moonstone Sprawl. Are you going for the south gates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Azurite gate.
Yep. You make it to the district, the Azurite Gates. This one's a lot slower, a lot more quiet. The center of the square is looking kind of calm, kind of chill at this point. Just give me a second.
We don't want to be visible to whatever's standing at the gate, so we kind of come in from the side if possible.
Yep. So you're heading in from the side, and you see at the center of square here is a tall obsidian-colored obelisk that seems to be scrawled with all of these names. And at the very top at the very bottom is a plaque that reads, Victims of the Godwinian Wars.
Mm.
And you are moving
Oh.
past, there's this, it doesn't really do much. There's a bunch of, again, markets that are clustered around. As it is getting a little bit towards the afternoon, you can see a bustling flow of people of all different shapes and sizes coming through the Azurite gates. As they are crowding through, these gates are massive. Like Arc de Triomphe in France size for both of them. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to anyone who is French. If anyone's watching this who is French, if that hurt your soul, I apologize. However, that's just for a reference. It's massive. These things are huge. And you can see, even with that size and width between corner to corner,
Yeah.
it is still crowded. It is still packed. There are people coming constantly. It is hard to go against the flow.
I see.
It's hard to find an opening too, but the gates are open and there are plenty of guards nearby. Plenty. There are tons. You can see almost like 20 on one side. But they don't seem to be on high alert. It seems more like the guild is on alert and the guards aren't really aware of your presence.
Yep, just act natural.
All right, act natural. Let's just go through then. So it's not like it's not like a custom situation.
Yep. No, they're not like patting you down at all. They're just keeping an eye out for trouble.
Yep, and we are not causing any trouble.
Nope. Okay. So you guys managed to find a way to get through all of these people. Luckily, you actually do see this gigantic metallic figure, almost like a golem, but with a few more visible tendons and a bit more of a strange human-like structure to it, as this giant group of Warforged with these black cloaks running down their backs, and they're all carrying like great swords. As these guys are moving through the gates, there are people staying far away from them. So you can utilize that to get through the gates and just use that as a bit of cover, which you do. It helps a ton. And you step out finally past the confines of Elden Smite for the first time in a long time. Well, relatively speaking, in like a week or two. Well, not two, but a week and a little bit. You can see that this Elden Smite sits on the top of a small, gentle slope, but you can look down into the south ward and into these very small farming districts. Here, there only seem to be like 3 farms, and those seem to have been sectioned off to several different farmers, several different farming families. And it's far less crowded out here. And far less busy at this point. Most of the people are concentrated at the Azurite gates, and then they disperse a little bit more as they're heading towards the gates and to the city center, to the mainland.
I see.
You head down, you head through, you see a much smaller and thinner wall blocking off the dock ward from the south ward as you head through the main square. All of these buildings are bustling. There's no glass, there's no fancy stuff here. It is a very, very, very simple and very, very, very poor area in the south ward. Once again, this Arc de Triomphe style arch is standing here, and then there's this large statue.
Where?
Down here. So you guys are heading down here past a couple of guard houses that don't really do anything to you.
Right.
Then you head through the main center square here to the arch, which seems to be guiding your path, as you can use that to kind of tell how you're going to get into the dock ward. You finally come out and you can see the sea before you. It extends out as far as the eye can see. I said sea so many times. But you can see there are several docks off to every side here. Most of them are concentrated to the 5 central protrusions from the mainland. But there are dozens of ships here. Some of them coming in, some of them coming out. It's a little hard to navigate, but you can see this place is bustling. This place is absolutely bustling.
Okay. So how do we go about chartering a ship? Because I've never done this before.
We also need to find the fastest ship.
Well, decently fast, yeah.
Decently, yeah.
Yeah. We need a fast ship.
We didn't think this through, did we?
Yeah, not really.
I want to start moving down whichever one of one of like these that looks the biggest. So I'm guessing this one right here.
Yep.
And just looking for whoever looks like a captain or a crew member or something. Be like, and like asking how fast this, like just asking questions about the ship and how and like where they're going and like if we can charter them. Just trying to ask questions.
Okay, so you start heading along this. You're asking just blatantly to these people, how fast is your ship? Where are you going? Can we get on board? You get turned down by several people. Then you come across someone who is a lot more open to questioning. There is, yes, it's true. You find it
We need the Tesla running.
12 parsecs, so yeah. So there is this dwarf, very thin as dwarves go, with a long gray beard. He's got an eye patch over one eye, and on his head is this long, large bicorn hat. He's dressed in this leather armor, and as you come up to him, he just holds out a hand to shake immediately.
I shake his hand and I match his grip.
You match his grip.
I don't wanna
It's
hurt him.
hard to match his grip. He is very strong, seemingly. But as you give him a good shake, he seems to like nod for a second.
Ah. Hello. Looking for a ship?
Yes, we are.
Looking for a fast ship.
Fast enough.
I've been listening. Welcome. My name is Bjorn, and this is my baby, the bear. We share the same name, Skavian. Lovely. Well, she's decently fast. We're heading to Port Zarus now, where we plan on exchanging some goods, and then we'll be making our way out of the mainland. So, where are you looking to go?
We are looking to go to Telbaris.
And where? Telbaris, you say?
More specifically, Eastern Telbaris, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Eastern Telbaris.
So he's saying this, and he's like scratching his head, and then you see another individual standing against two crates that are stacked on top of one another. He is leaning against these crates, feet are crossed, like his legs are crossed. He blows a raspberry.
You need to get to Telbaris. Well, you've come to the right place, but not to that man. He would not go as far as to blow his own nose if he had to go to Telbaris. But I will take you for a modest fee. Like, shut up! I've got this Telbaris, he said. Where's that?
I'm gonna incite the second guy.
Yeah.
The second guy's like shady. He's thinner than this guy. He's human. He's got this huge purple hat with this boisterous looking feather, almost like a peacock's sticking out of the brim. He's got this strange coat. It's like a trench coat almost. And you can see on his shoulder is a monkey, like a spider monkey. Okay,
He
so
seems trustworthy.
what'd you say?
I said he seems trustworthy.
Roll insight.
No.
I'm gonna full on actually like insight check this guy.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
How is it I have the lower wisdom, but I get the better roll? How is that?
Dice gods are not with me.
So he's just leaning, arms crossed, legs crossed. He seems hard to read to all of you. He's a strange person.
So, here is what I would like to do. Because like I said, seems like a really good person.
He has a monkey. He must be trustworthy.
Speak with animals.
Of course. Ask the monkey.
Ask the monkey. Okay, what do you
There we
say
go.
when you're casting
Ask
Speak
the
with Animals to the monkey?
I'm gonna ask, because does the guy you're on, is he honest and somebody I should trust? Or is he gonna take all of my money? But I'm saying this in Druidic.
In Druidic, can you make a persuasion
Yeah.
check for me, please?
It
16.
helped.
Okay.
You just-
Give me 2 seconds, please.
Not
Shit.
so much all your money versus taking us to whatever bounty there is out for us.
Hmm. Give me 2 seconds, please. This is being weird. Jesus. Come on. Okay, that's not helpful. All right, great. So you say, is this guy trustworthy? The monkey cheeps, turns her head sideways, nods.
I'm still here, aren't I?
It's very true. But he could treat others different than he does you.
Well, why did you do that? Who did you do
Some
that?
people I've learned some people only like to do what they want to do. And if he likes you, he takes special care of you. And if he doesn't like you, he treats you like garbage.
He feeds me nibbles. Lots of nice nibbles. They're tasty.
I'm
I've
not
got
record
one.
at first.
I've got
Not
one here.
impressive, so you must-
Look,
I'm
I've got a
gonna
nibble. Look at it.
She holds up this small nut, like a walnut.
okay. I'm gonna produce
What?
a good berry and like hand it to her. And it's like, now, does he know how to get to places on his ship, or does he get lost?
So she's currently standing quite a distance from you on his shoulder. But if you produce this good berry, her eyes go wide and her mouth opens. She's like,
What's that? Is that a nibble? Is that a nibble too?
It's the bestest kind of nibble.
The bestest
no.
nibble? The bestest one?
He's a berry.
So I can give you this nibble if you can answer me honestly. Does he tend to get lost, or does he know where he's going?
He always knows where he's going all the time. Yes, he does. Always, all the time. And he feeds me nibbles.
So I'm gonna toss it to the monkey, and back in common, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I trust him.
he nods.
That's what you should. My ship is the fastest you will find here. She's the minstrel. She is swift as the wind, silent as a shadow. There's no better
When
ship.
can you leave?
Today! As soon as you wish for me to leave. I've been really looking for someone else to take my ship, as I've really run out of business at this point, and I do not really care where I'm going as long as I'm having a good time along the way, and I've still got my queen with me.
And he strokes the monkey's fur.
Oh, who's a good little queen? Yes, she is. Anyways, yes. So, where is it you need to go?
It would be interested in getting out of here quite as soon as possible.
Hey, no more! Of course, comes this way! Comes this way! Take a look at her.
The dwarf is looking very annoyed at this point.
Ah, go boil your heads, all of yous. Okay.
Turns and moves back to his ship.
Yeah, I'll follow the guy because. Okay, now I want to incite his boasts. Is that actually true?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's
Go ahead. 14, okay.
Insight. Boy, my rolls, the few of them that there have been, do suck.
Okay. Are we all good on the insight?
I think I can't do much with it. I wouldn't
Okay.
trust my own insight right now.
He seems, the funny thing is, it's not as though he's telling fact. It seems as though he genuinely believes he has the best ship in this place, and he's choosing to put his money on the fact that he probably does.
Well,
I want to look at.
and either he's deluding himself or it must be true.
I want to look at
know
the
which
ship
is
and
better.
see if there. I want to see if there's like damage on the ship, or if it looks overall.
The ship
Well maintained.
itself is polished to a sheen. The prow is gorgeous. The hull is undamaged completely. It is this kind of small, it's a sleek looking vessel. It's kind of thin. It is seemingly only 2 stories in height, probably the bottom deck and then the top deck. And then there's the captain's quarters in the back. It only has 2 sails. It looks like it's made for, to be frank, smuggling and most likely bypassing blockades and that kind of thing. It looks like an older style of ship that has been revamped and renovated into this day and age. And it looks to be very, very well maintained, like lovingly kept up. And its sails are actually made out of multiple different kinds of fabric so that it creates this mosaic of colors as they're unfurled. And the flag it's flying is a giant spider monkey. Looks
Of
pretty
course.
much identical to the spider monkey on his shoulder.
You know what? At this point, we're desperate, so. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to scrutinize this man or for having way too much time, or actually believe this actually is the best ship possible.
As long as we can get out from under the... We don't want any octatic entanglement, let's say.
Yeah, so. Yeah, at this point, we'll take what we can get, so. Yeah. How much is this? So, for you to take us to Eastern Telbaris, how much would that run us? Mr.
Sorry, Stan Telbaris. You want to go to Telbaris in Prisma?
Yes.
That's a long fucking way away, sir. You know how long that would take? How much food I would need? How many nibbles I'd have to get? Ay, ay, ay.
Well,
I can.
what is the
Yes,
farthest
but
you can take us now?
Please demonstrate your abilities.
Oh, while he's upset, I'm just gonna toss a good variance in his mouth.
What are you trying to do? Kill me? Oh, fucking hell. That was very
No.
tasty. You do that? How many times can you do that? That's lovely.
I can do this 10 times a day, and it makes you feel like you
10
have one
times a
day's worth
day?
of food.
Get
It
on my
doesn't last-
boat, get on my ship, little man. I'm amazed I have not seen you yet. You would have been a great addition to my collection. I mean, my crew, sorry. Sometimes I get my
Wait.
sword collection and my crew mixed up. And at this point, kind of not very
I'm
different.
sorry, he said collection. I'm immediately what?
Go ahead, roll insight.
Damn it!
Natural 1. All right, you get an inspiration.
At least I get an inspiration. It's about time I got another one.
Yep.
I fully believe that his misstep was just that he did mistake his crew and sword collection. As he literally just said.
Yeah, no, he literally believed you believe that he totally made a mess up. He messed it up.
Yeah.
And anyways, we already have another adventure on board of your same metal and that kind of thing. And he's having a great time so far. He's been, he leans forward a little bit. Please, if you would not mind convincing him to turn it down a little bit. He's very loud. He's got a lot of loud sounds he makes. Oh, if you would like to meet him, you can. I'm not entirely sure what his deal is or what he wants. I know he's sort of... I really not think. He just said he wanted the ship, and I said, okay, well, here's my ship. You can get on board if you want, but you better freaking bring some ale. I'm getting parched. Anyways, he's in the deck right now. He's on the deck. Performing, he says. Performing here and there, everywhere.
Huh.
Is he a
okay.
tiefling?
No, no tiefling, no. Oh, he's a dwarf.
Why would you care about that? Are you?
Because it drives me insane! I cannot think! I cannot focus! Do you know how much focus is important to me? It is like my life's work to focus. Obviously.
I was talking to Deathcap, actually.
Oh. Right.
Oh.
I'll leave you
Yes.
alone then.
Sorry.
He walks
Sorry,
off
Inigo.
the pier and then he steps onto the boat, steps down off the pier into the ship where you can see there's this crew making their way around. He's like claps a couple times, gets them all mobilized and starts moving, and he leaves you guys be.
Alright. Why would you care about if he was a tiefling, Deathcap?
We actually met somebody, a friend of ours, who was he was a tiefling that liked to sing music. Very odd.
Hmm. Alright.
Well, now what?
Well, I kind of want to meet this guy. And, maybe, this is... I'm sorry, I still don't know this guy's name.
He didn't tell you his name yet.
Yeah, he did tell me his name. I actually have to hook for him to tell us his name, but it's just like, nope, didn't take it. It's like, huh. Well, we'll see how true these claims are by how long it takes to get there, to get to Telbaris. And I'm gonna go on the ship and maybe meet this dwarf.
Okay.
Fellow short person.
Fellow short person. Another fellow short person. There's plenty of these at this point. All right, so Paddywhack
Yeah.
steps onto the Minstrel, the ship. It is nice. It's a lovely vessel. It's very level on the ground and feels like solid, sturdy wood. At this point, the captain, with his giant hat, walks over towards the captain's quarters, swings them open, and you see he kind of like Jack Sparrow is just perpetually swaying from side to side. He seems to be used to counteracting the bobbing and flowing of the waves, so he just does that now when he's on shore. So he's just swaying from side to side, and then he opens the door, heads inside, and then swings it shut behind him. Paddywhack, as you step onto this boat, you see a couple of these crew members who are most of them are without shirt at this point. Most of the males are without shirt and they're like jacked, all covered in tattoos. They've got like bandanas on their heads. Some of them are eyeing you up like, what is this? What is this person doing here? Why does she have legs that are made of metal? What is this crap? Very confused.
Ignores all of this because she is honestly actually kind of used to this kind of scene. I mean, forges get really hot, so she is used to these kinds of scenes. It does not affect her at all.
As you step onto this ship, you hear this strange sound coming from, there's this grate in the center for loading and unloading things on and off the ship. You hear the sound of this very powerful, incredibly loud music coming very, very, very fast. It's like it's being played incredibly quickly, and you cannot tell what kind of instrument this thing is, but it is insanely loud.
Oh, now I really want to meet this guy. Yeah. Is there some way to get into the lower decks?
Yeah, there is a couple of stairwells that are off to the side that lead you down into the lower decks. But we're gonna cut away from that. The rest of you guys, what are you guys doing?
Well, I am trying to get below deck myself, just to not be visible to anybody, and just look around to see if there are any clues available to see if these people might be working for anybody we're not interested in crossing paths with. For example, I don't know how developed this manhunt is for us, and whether or not there may be any documentation of wanted posters or anything like that around.
I love that the parties have two attitudes right now. At least it goes on the ship. It's just like, okay, neat. I'm gonna go check this out. And the other guy's like hella suspicious. hella suspicious.
Always hella suspicious. I'm always hella suspicious. It's just my thing.
I want to go find the dwarf that they said was performing.
All right, you want to go find the dwarf. Paddywhack's going to find the dwarf. Karu's looking around. Karu, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
One.
19!
Oh my god.
So you do see some crates off in the back nearby the two stairwells that lead up to the top where the wheel is, the steering wheel that turns the rudder.
Yeah.
Those are piled up. They've got this odd looking symbol on them that is just marked there. The symbol is in the same shape of like a skull with, a serpent skull with a dagger through it.
Mm-hmm.
That you've spotted before as one of the symbols of the Black Creed. Which is interesting, but it is on these crates. And there are also some barrels in the back that are stacked up as well. But that's really the only thing you notice.
So cargo from the Black Creed.
It's very light cargo, apparently, because it's just up here on the deck, which is a little strange. But it is being fastened in with several layers of rope.
Okay. That's all I find, though. Okay.
That's all you see.
Interesting. Well, that's not bad if there's if the Black Creed is moving anything that they probably wouldn't want to be caught by other authorities, which is something that would work to our advantage.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
So let's see. Deathcap, are you doing anything at this point?
I'm gonna go look for Patty, knowing that we're on a deadline, and they said like 2 months. I actually have an idea, and I want to run that idea with Patty.
Cool.
Oh.
So Paddywhack, as you're heading towards the stairs, you get stopped by Deathcap for a second before you can make it.
Deathcap. Hey Deathcap, what's up?
So you can make magic items, right?
Yes. At least I can make temporary magic items. To make them more permanent, I have to, work a little bit. But I can make temporary magic items, yes.
So, have you ever made anything like a harness that can go along with shape? Like if I were to wild shape into an animal, I was thinking of having a magic item that can stay on me no matter what shape I take.
What, you mean like a harness of some kind?
Yeah, so I was thinking if I become like a sea creature and help the ship go, couldn't that help cut up our time?
Depends on the ship. How fast? We'll have to see how fast the ship goes first before we know anything. Because if it's faster than any of the creatures that you could turn into, then you turning into a creature would be kind of pointless.
Okay.
And besides, again, that's just one of those things that this would be highly customizable. Like, it would have to be like some kind of collar in your goblin form, and then it would have to transform into whatever else in any of your other forms. That is something that I'll have to work with Karhu on, as that's definitely more transmutation than I'm used to actually making.
In the event that we have to make a break, that might be able to help us.
We'll see what happens and what materials I can find, because this would be incredibly expensive materials. Likely I need leather from a magical creature of some kind to even make it a possibility of making it happen. Well, since you're here, why don't you join me in trying to find whatever that dwarf is?
All right.
And we'll wild shape into Bloodhound and then try to sniff out this dwarf.
You hear the dwarf before you even smell him. He's very definitely down there, very definitely playing incredibly loud music.
And it's even worse.
Dogs can hear better than goblins can, I'd assume. So yeah, it's very loud. All right.
maybe don't search with that this time around. Don't want to scare him after all. Thumb? I'm gonna go with Thumb for now, because I don't actually know if Gender's dwarf yet.
Okay. You guys all, well, I think all of you guys are heading over towards the stairwell. Make your way downstairs. You see this area is sectioned off. Part of it is sectioned over towards the barracks kind of area where these cots are set up, stacked on top of one another. It's around 11 feet tall down here. There are several crates piled up everywhere. There's obviously the area where the crates would be loaded onto the ship using a crane, which is through under the big hole and the grate in the center. And you can see sitting on one of these crates, legs dangling and absolutely rocking out, is this dwarf. Hadoroku, if you would like to describe your character.
Oh my god, yay. Zoran prepared for this. Or rather, Hadoroku prepared for this.
He is a 4 foot 3 inch dwarf. He appears to be around 100 or 250 pounds. He has long brown hair with a large full brown beard. He is wearing a golden black crown with an amethyst gemstone in the center of the base of the crown. He's wearing what appears to be padded robing, which is black with some light blue highlights and lavender lining. He has black spiked bracelets with the spikes are steel gray, and then has more of the black and light blue cloth for fingerless gloves, and some more of that same material for his boots as well. And then he's wielding a metal yurtang or guitar.
Wait, so is this guy's moniker King of Rock?
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god.
Lovely.
I love this guy already.
So Hadoroku, you were playing some tunes down here, and what kind of music is it?
It is rock music, so everyone's been hearing me sing, way, rock yeah.
Okay, that is perfect. Just the King of Rock playing hard rock, playing
Queen,
We
nonetheless.
Will Rock.
Oh my god, King of Rock playing Queen. Perfect.
This is a triple pun, and I love it.
Yeah. So you are so in the zone right now. You barely notice when these 5 other individuals, Verida's still here, make their way down into the barrack area, the underlayer of this ship here, the second story. And you notice these people coming in. Do you finish your sick guitar solo and your singing beforehand, or do you like cut it off? What do you do?
No, yeah, I finished. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, making. Gonna make you some peace someday. You got mud on your face, big disgrace. Somebody better put you back into your place. We will rock you, sing it. We will rock you, everybody. We will rock you, rock you. We will rock you. All right.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
Is anyone else in the below deck singing along?
Actually, no. There are some people who are trying to get some sleep in the back, and they're polite enough to not tell you to shut up, Hadoroku, but they are not cool enough to sing along with you. They're just holding their pillows over their heads and trying their best to get a little bit of rest.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a good
Half
sleep.
is gonna have the little devil horns to hand,
Oh,
and I'm just gonna be thinking.
He's saying along at the very end.
Deathcap, you get enough of an
Eddie's-
idea of what kind of song this is, and you start repeating the chorus.
Yeah, I'm like head banging with the two fingers out in classic rock and roll.
Yeah. Lovely. All right.
Patty just looks at this, both intrigued and a little bit annoyed because, yeah, that's actually kind of loud. But also intrigued because, ooh, what's that? What's that in his hands? Huh. Good singing there.
Thank you.
I don't mean to be impolite or anything, but the captain, he asked us to come down here and asked you to turn it down a little. Said he can't think.
He apparently is not ready to rock.
Most people aren't. Yeah. I mean, if he wanted me to quiet down, he could have just told me himself. I guess I'm just too loud for him.
Well, you are also in somewhat of an echo chamber, considering you're in an enclosed space.
We got the port windows open.
The port windows are open. That's true.
Fair enough.
Allowing the fresh, salty sea air to waft in through this place.
I am so going to need to do regular maintenance on my legs and Fenrir. Anyway,
Mhm.
So where are you headed?
Brisbane. I'm gonna go start a band over there.
Oh,
Fancy that. We're headed there too.
Nice. We can rock.
I love this character already.
Hey, this is amazing.
I
can
do
rock.
too.
Yeah.
I, as a player, love this character, but Patty is gonna get so annoyed by this guy so quick.
So good.
All right, I'm done being polite. Someone else talk to this guy.
What precisely do you mean by rock?
Rock and
Like-
roll.
Stones? Like, I don't know.
Are you one of the Rolling Stones?
No, but I heard about them.
God damn it.
This is very interesting.
I just have to ask. Did you ever come from a small town known as Kickapoo?
Nope.
Okay.
Where are you from? I'm gonna interject because he says no to Kickapoo, but he doesn't say where he's from actually. So where are you from? Or where are you from?
I forgot to add that part. I'm from the dwarven city of Mystery Blank, in the mountain of Mystery Blank, within the region of Mystery Blank,
You want?
on the continent of Mystery Blank.
You're from
You
Brisbane.
want
That's
access to
the
the
thing.
giant-
Okay.
You want access to the giant map so we can actually find a place for you to be from?
Sure. I've got a couple places. Good God. Let's go over to Azeron. Go to Azeron so we can figure out a spot for you.
Eh. Oh my, wait, do you actually have a guitar with you right now?
No, I don't.
Who is that?
Who does that? Who has that? Oh, that's a sound.
That's Karu.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. That's great. Okay.
I actually have no skills with the guitar.
Nice.
It's on the soundboard.
It is.
Oh, nice.
Ready to rock.
This is so good.
Do you want to figure it out afterwards? And we can just say he tells you for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can figure out in between this week and next session.
Next session, sure, that works. All right, great. So he tells you where he's from.
Rather tenacious trying to go ahead and start a rock band.
Well, somebody's got to when you got music this rocking.
At that,
Going to
At
be
that,
a-
I'm gonna take Deathcap off my shoulders, and I'm gonna go find the captain and ask him when we're leaving.
This is going to be a long trip, isn't it?
It's at this point that the man with the hat, the captain, steps down. Oh, you finally got them to quiet down. Lovely. Oh, wow. Right. Well, we'll be departing in just a few hours at this point, as I feel as though it's a great idea to give us a little bit of time to settle in, and I need a few things taken care of. Lovely. Right. So if you have anything else you want to finish on the mainland, please make your way along. And I thank you greatly for managing to quiet him down a little bit. Bloody hell. We'll be departing very shortly.
All right, and I'll go down and convey this to everyone else.
Lovely.
Alright.
All right, so now do we have like quarters here yet, or what are they going to do with this?
Seems like
So
this is
that's
just
a
big
good
kind of thing.
question. And at this point, you see this other individual walking towards you, this half-orc woman. Actually, she looks very similar to the person who kept calling Zeroth captain over in one of the shops. So, welcome aboard the minstrel. Of course, anything here isn't free. No such thing as a free lunch. If you're going to be staying on board with us, it's going to cost you, but it's not going to cost you any money. We've got plenty of that. It's going to cost you manual labour. Need some sort of support from all y'all, as unfortunately our crew has shrunk in the past few days. So,
Makes sense.
if you want to stay on board, you're going to need to give us something that you can do, something you want to do to make sure you stay within the good graces of our captain, Skiffmon Dirk, best in land, and
Skiffmon.
something along that. Skiffmon Dirk, Skifmondirk. At your service, except he's not here right now. He's probably out playing with his monkey or something like that.
Do I recognize that name?
No, you do not recognize that name.
Alright.
If
Alright.
Mon Dirk.
Skiffmon Dirk.
Alright.
Uh,
Well, I think it's...
Most honorable name and somebody most trustworthy. That's not gonna bite us in the back.
That's true. He won't do that. Hopefully, I can never be really sure with him, but he's good enough. He'll do fine.
Let's take that vague answer as an honest answer.
It's something you definitely should do. Right.
God damn
So,
it.
what can you do? All of you, what are you able to do?
Well, I'm very proficient in the expertise of mechanics and various other things, as well as I do have my companion Fenrir here, who, as you can see, is made of metal. I can actually reconstruct him into a more humanoid form, if that would be more helpful for carrying things around.
Yeah, we don't need a dog on board. That's not really helpful.
He's a metal dog. Thank you very much. He's like
Don't
a
care
gold.
what he's made out of. He's still a dog. Maybe cute and all, but we can't really use cuteness on board. This is not a circus.
Speaking of circus,
Oh,
I'll
no.
crack my knuckles. I can shapeshift, summon animals. I can make food, Goodberry, and I'll pop a Goodberry into his mouth.
You pop the good berry into her mouth.
And
She's like, what the? That's pretty good. That's tasty. You know, our cook did get an axe to the head last journey. We've been looking for a new one. I'll tell you, Rory's really shit at cooking. He tries to hide it, but he's keep making gruel every single fucking time, and we're getting real tired of it. Bloody hell.
Yeah, but
Oddly
good thing
enough,
Zepcat is here.
Oddly enough, I do have cook utensils.
Why do you have...
Interesting.
Oh no, is Deathcap gonna try his hand at actual cooking? You know, I'd like to see that. Like, what constitutes as cooking for Deathcap? I'd love to see that.
Oh dear.
And I have some magic that can help control the weather.
Oh, so you can make gusts of wind and blow us along faster, you say? Something like that? Maybe?
More like sleet storms, thunderstorms. I can summon all
No,
of
no
magic and
fucking
whatnot.
storms. It's already hard enough to get from point A to point B. You know how many whales there've been? I've been making giant ass tsunamis, blowing our ship this way and that. But to pay 1,000 gold every damn city we get to because this place gets battered up so much. No, we don't need any more storms in here. Stick to the cooking, you'll be fine. Right, that's one ship. All right, now, Missy, we've got the dog. That's not helpful at all. Do you see anything mechanical here? I'm not seeing shit. Guess you could make something.
The metal dog can become a metal man that can help carry things.
Well, isn't that just dandy? Wonderful. Metal man, carry things. We've got strong arms for a reason, but why not make it impenetrable strong arms? Sure, that works. Metal strong man, but what will you be doing? That gives the strong man a fucking bed, somewhere to rest, but that doesn't do shit for you.
You can fix your guns and work on your cannons.
The hell are those?
I'm assuming you have cannons. You're a
We
ship.
have ballistae. We've got no cannons here.
Well, she can work on your ballistae, and she can build new weapons and work on weapons for individual crew members.
Why didn't you just say so from the start? Welcome aboard. Good shit. Right, the rest of you, what you're able to do, what your talents, come on. Don't keep me waiting. I'm getting tired and hungry at this point.
I'm strong.
We're strong.
How many
You never
strong
go on
people
before
are in your
strong.
group? Bloody hell. Right, guess that works. Welcome, strong man. You?
I can cast spells that can fight off enemies. That's what I can do.
Got a soldier, right, casting spells, wonderful. So, anything else you got in your boat? Anything?
Not
I can
really.
tell stories and I know about history.
Ah, there we go. We've got a storyteller. You'll go great with a bard. Okay, I've got a question. Can any of you, are any of you able to...
Background music.
Sure, do whatever the fuck you want. Sure. History guy that casts magic. We'll take that. Okay. Strong man. Big metal strong man. We've got tiny kobolds who can do things, right? They fix ship stuff. Wonderful. If the rudder gets broken, if we get another whale attack, suppose you can help out. Goblin, doing goblin things, making food. That's great. Cooking, wonderful. We've got the storyteller. And, okay, this is not working. I can't keep referring to you by your names. Right, let's hear him. Names. Your titles are a little long.
Paddywhack. Just call me Patty. It's easier.
Right, Paddy. That will take me a little while, but I'll get it. Next.
It's easy to remember a white kobold.
Deathcat.
You'll have got strange names, but it works. Right, Deathcap. Sure. Cook, Deathcap. That's good. Guess it has a ring to it. Next.
Zeroth.
There we go. That's a nice one. Zaroth. Sure, remember that in a couple of days. Take me a few tries. And lastly, storyteller.
Yeah?
What's your name? Can't keep calling you
My name is
storyteller, can I?
Kairith Lenador. Kairith Lenador.
Kairith Lenador. Lovely. Okay. Wonderful. So, I'm going to show you bunks, and I'll show you where we're going to be eating, how this whole thing's going to work. Come on with me.
Mm-hmm.
He turns around. There are some people who are getting a little bit closer, some of the crewmates who are just getting a little close to asking questions, just like, who are these people? Why are they on our ship? She kind of just scares them off and then just takes you guys over towards some of these bunks that are stacked on top of one another. There are a lot of these bunks, and most of them are apparently occupied. There are 4 in the back, which are complete in a really dark, secluded corner. And she actually goes over to a chest.
This entire time.
What'd you say?
Completely ignores Verta this entire time.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that afterwards. There's also Verta. We'll have that happen next session. We'll have the whole Verta stuff happen next session. That works. And then she actually grabs several of these hempen ropes with metal hooks on the end. And then on the other end, they've been tied into these harnesses. She says, if you look here, you'll see on this ring on the ceilings, there's some rings, metal rings. Every night when you go to sleep, I'm going to need you to hook yourself into one of these. That way, if we bob and weave, we fall off, you're not going to fall and die, break your skull open, something like that. This is a precautionary measure to make sure that nobody dies in beds. That doesn't really befit a sailor nor a soldier.
Makes sense.
Great. Okay. Right, perfect. Come on with me. She takes you over to the opposite end of the ship here, or the opposite end of the underlayer of the ship in this area. There's a wall. It's walled off. It's got this small door. She leads you through it. And in here, you'll see the very limited space we've got for dining and food and shit. So we usually eat upstairs. We've got the rum cabinets over there. Got to have plenty of rum. We've got a chopping block over here for some whatever the hell we find. Don't really have that much in the way of food, but that shouldn't be a problem. Now that we got old blood cap. Sure, that works. Death cap, sorry. It's a lot more morbid than I thought. Great. So, and over here we've got a lovely little table, some things, wonderful, you know, all the bees. And then if you see back here, she gestures over to a door that is even further towards the edge. This is storage. We've got plenty of shit over here. She leads you guys over, opens the door. You see barrels on crates stacked up in the front near the very point of the ship. It's like, this is where we keep all the important cargo. Simply, there's just not enough space at this point, so we have to store a couple of them up top, but that's fine. The ship is all meant for running, moving fast, and really transporting shit, so that's fine. Captain's quarters upstairs. Sorry if you've got to do your business, so it's going to have to be out the porthole. We do have a couple of stools over there, so you can just really get a bit more privacy than doing it up the deck. And that's about everything.
Alright.
Any questions?
How does one defecate out a porthole?
You'll get used to it. I certainly did. Took me a while.
You're more nimble than I am.
This is why sailors take a lot of time to train. It's a little bit trickier. Once again, you'll get used to it. Okay. Sure. Right. So, at this point, got any business to take care of on shore, anything like that? You're going to want to get off now and do that, because we're going to be setting sail very soon, I suppose. By the way, where are we going?
Telbaris, apparently.
Ah, right. Okay. It's not that bad.
One time we had us going to Scavia. We don't have any really heavy clothing, so Telbaris is a lot better. Like Scavia, that place can really just eat my ass. Hate that place. It's terrible. Never going back. It's not if I can afford it. Okay.
It's alright.
Make yourselves
All right,
comfortable.
well.
If someone tries biting you, bite him back. AKA, the crew's a little rowdy, but you'll get used to that as well. Just like defecating out the window.
Alright.
Yeah, the ocean will take it. You can deal with that. It's got plenty of shit in there. Doesn't mind anymore. Right. Enjoy your time on board. We'll get to know each other a lot better as time goes on. We're going to be here for a while. Oh, do you have any weapons on you? Any ways to defend yourselves? No, some of you said you're strong, so you can cast spells, fight off things, that kind of thing.
Yes, I'm going to need most of my
Asking adventurers
backstory.
if they have a way to defend themselves. Casually pulls out and cocks the light crossbow. Just.
Right. Okay, that's a yes.
Just. She kind of just has a grin as she does that.
Okay, good to know. So I'm assuming that's a yes. Wonderful. We'll be moving out very soon. You want to get another layout and start meeting some of the crewmates? Go ahead. Lovely.
No, I just like to go.
What'd you say?
I like to go. Let's go.
We still got a couple of
First away.
hours left, perhaps, so maybe we do have some business to attend to. I know I certainly do.
All
Looks
right.
in bag, sees that there is still a pyromancer eye stock in there.
Right. Okay. We'll be leaving as soon as you're all back. Don't want to go without any of our potential new servants on board. Right. Half Flippies, got some business to attend to.
I know I certainly do.
Great.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. Gotta go take care of that. I want my fucking money for taking out the pyromancer. I want my pyromancer money.
So, what are you guys doing?
Oh.
So I know Paddywhack's going to get the pyromancer eye sold.
Yeah. Oh no, I want to go back to the Adventurers Guild and be like, hey, we defeated the pyromancer. This is proof. Give me money.
Great.
Okay, you think that Patty can get away with that, right? No problem?
Oh yeah,
We'll see.
You're not looking for her.
I'm probably the most inconspicuous of all of us. Let's be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I'm small. Like I'm small. I'm easy to miss.
There's not, the only person that they really said they're looking for is me, so I think I'll lay low and stay on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've made enemies with the Black Creed, so I don't think I'm gonna go.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Literally, the only one that leaves is Patty, and that's just to get money.
Haruroku, what are you doing? As these guys or some of them are leaving.
One of them.
Yeah. Haruroku?
I'm gonna
Okay.
tune my ear tang.
Okay. All right. You start tuning it and getting it ready to rock more if needs be. All right. We are going to go on a quick break, and then we'll play for a little longer, and then we're probably gonna end the session in we'll see, half an hour, an hour. We'll see.
Yeah.
Not gonna be too much longer for right now. All right. Cool.
All right.
See you guys in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. And now, are we clear? Is everybody here?
Yep.
Are we all here?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay. No.
Why didn't Karu go somewhere?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is Karu here? Karu?
I think he said he had to do something real quick.
Yep. Okay, great. So we'll give him a second. Yeah, yo, I'm gonna only be able to play for like another half hour, and then I'm gonna have to hop off of this.
All right. It should take long. What I want to do shouldn't take very long.
That's
I'm
fine.
just
That's
I'm
true.
just grabbing my pyromancer money, and then I'm going to the bank to exchange all of my money back
Back to brands.
Yeah. I doubt we're gonna find a bank. We're gonna be able to find a bank in Prismon that takes. I completely forgot.
Shields, I
what
believe.
Shield that takes. Yeah. Like I doubt we're gonna be able to find a bank in Prismon. This is the first bank I've ever heard of in this place.
Hmm.
And
Like I said,
then in that case, I want to send him with my money to trade my shields in also.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just like you know what, anyone who wants their money traded back to Prismani brands, just hand their money to me.
Cool.
There's 54 shields.
So, you hand all of your money back to Paddywhack, and Paddywhack, you step off the ship. As you're moving, this is going to take you a while. It's going to take you probably, if you're moving quickly, it's probably going to take you like 5 hours to get to and from. The Ruby Pendant is here, and you are currently at this ship here. So it's going to take you a while.
That should be enough time.
Yeah.
That should be enough time.
Probably
to
not
do it,
5
yeah.
hours. Sorry, it'd probably take like, if you're moving at a decent pace, probably like 3 at the max
Yeah.
to get there and back. Cool. So, can you make me a performance check as you're moving throughout the city at one point? Because at one point you do spot several of these mages in the red robes looking around for presumably you and your party.
Rather than that, can I cast invisibility?
Oh, certainly, yeah. You can
Yeah,
totally
that-
forego all ability checks required and just cast invisibility. That totally works. Sure.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can. You can do that. I totally forgot. Great.
I love when I have just like it's like you know what? Circumvent. Spell.
So you head to the Ruby Pendant?
First I head to the Guildhouse of the Autumn Legion.
Alright, you head inside the Guildhouse of the Autumn Legion. You step inside and you see this Dragonborn standing behind where the gnome had used to stand, although that turned out, of course, to be the Pyromancer. And this Dragonborn just leans forward.
Hello.
He nods.
Hey. So I'm sure you heard about roughly a week ago that the Pyromancer got killed.
He nods.
I take out the eye stalk of the Pyromancer and just kind of, my group killed it. Him, it.
He nods a couple more times. Just looks at it. He looks approving.
So, I'd like that reward, please.
He nods once again. Grabs the eye stalk. Just double check, make sure I know what reward I'm giving you. How much?
It was 900-ish?
950 shields. So he slings this sack across the table, or the desk, I guess, the counter. Pushes it towards you.
All right. Thank you very kindly, sir.
He nods once again.
And I leave. It's very man of few words, but does good business. She can respect that. And now head to the Ruby Pendant.
He doesn't really seem to give any response as you go to leave. You take your money, he just nods once, and then continues just leaning up against the counter. All right, you head over to the Ruby Pendant, swing the door open, and you see once again the two individuals sitting behind the desk. Welcome
Welcome back to the Repentant. How can I help you today?
Hello.
Hmm.
Well, I'm here to exchange my money.
Exchanging money, wonderful. What sort of currency are you searching for today, madam?
I am exchanging all of these shields, takes out every single amount of money I have and all the party have, including a pouch of 350 platinum and 250 shields.
Lovely.
Yep, so just paste that. The 950 shields I just got.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yep. As well as, again, like all the money that I was given by the party, as well as the. Oh wow, I had so little left in my bag of holding. Yeah, the 476 shields that I had in my bag of holding, as well as the rest of the party's gold.
Awesome. Okay, so you exchange all the coin without a hitch. Once again, the same procedure happens where this individual grabs all the gold, moves through that portal in the back, comes back through once again with a sack full of brands.
So many
This
brands.
should do wonders.
So many brands.
Plenty of brands. So all of your gold, that 30 platinum, has been converted into 300 brands.
Mm-hmm. Right, so do quick calculations, because I actually didn't do this beforehand.
It is a 1-to-1 trade, by the way.
300 plus 250 plus 950 plus 476. 1,976 gold brands for myself.
Lovely.
Alright. No idea how much this would actually weigh. 76. Alright. Thank you for your time, sir.
You are most welcome.
Have a good day. And yeah,
You
and
as well.
leave. And yep. Again, another casting of invisibility to get and head back to the ship.
All right, so you cloak yourself once again with this magic, and you begin moving back towards the ship. Takes you an hour and a half, roughly, to get there, all the way back. So you're moving at a good pace. You don't have to really worry about being spotted, because you're obviously invisible.
Yep.
As you make your way back, the captain is up in the upper quarters here. He's out in the open air.
Welcome back. Good timing. We were planning on leaving very soon, and then you showed up. Wonderful. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All
Just need to do some
business
conversions.
conducted. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hop on board.
Will do, Captain.
Yes, you take to it very quickly. Lovely. All right. So, we'll be heading out fairly soon. You might want to hold on to something. We'll take a moment.
And he starts commanding all of these crewmates.
Yeah.
Unfurl
I'll
the
just-
sails, hook up all of the rigging, begin the process, tilt all the sails in the proper direction. There is actually plenty of wind going on right now as you're very close to the sea, and as you guys are all preparing to leave, finally get back to Prismon. Ship sets sail, and that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
Woo! And of course, going back downstairs, I'll hand back everyone's gold now in brands.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, so you guys all get your brands back to you in brands.
And now we will see what the high seas has to offer the
Indeed.
Dawn Seekers.
Oh God.
Impromptu pirate adventure, let's go!
All right.
Okay, cool. So we'll be back here in another 2 weeks with another session.
All right.
Wonderful.
Pirate time.
Pirate time. We're on the ocean. It's gonna take you like 2 months to get across.
Yep.
Wow.
2 months is gonna get colder and colder as we're heading into winter.
Oh god, yeah. Patty's actually gonna start having to wear like a heavy cloak because she's
Yeah.
lizard. She is lizard.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh.
Indeed. All right. Well, I'm gonna end the recording here, and then we'll pick this up next week. No, in 2 weeks. Awesome.
Mhm.
All right, guys.